Good morning, Monday. Down here it's a holiday, so it's a church holiday, which they have a lot of. You don't see them in the United States, except maybe if you want to call Christmas Day a church holiday. It's a Catholic country, but it's an amazingly corrupt, terribly destructive gangs and whatnot. But it's a Catholic country. So, reading about what was going on all week. Not much was going on. Trump was out campaigning, complaining, bitching and moaning that he's not going to pay his contractors because his teleprompters didn't work. And today was a great example. If you go around to the various videos and uh, people that are commenting on Trump and whatnot, you'll find out that a lot of them are very, very selective. Now, I don't like Trump, and I think he's a scumbag, but this is the way they operate. Everybody operates in today's world. They take little things and then they go out and they just harp on them forever. I don't. I'm pretty sure that that for some reason I can't figure out why that Trump's probably going to win, and that just disgusts me. But there's not much we can do about it because I think there's two kinds of people out there, or there's a few. Well, I shouldn't say just two kinds of people. There's Trump people, and the other side has got you've got people that are going to be too nervous to go to the polling places. You've got people that are going to be too complacent, saying that we would never elect a criminal. The United States would never elect a criminal. Of course they would. They were. They were you got you've had sex offender in office. You've had all kinds of. You've had uh, well, Nixon resigned before he could be convicted of. I don't know whether they were charging him with treason or not, but it's quite possible. But they were impeaching him. He was going to be gone. You just, you know, racists, yeah. Abolitionists, yeah. We've elected all kinds of weird people into political office. But this is the most dangerous one because he's psychopathic. He is so sure he's right in what he's planning, you know. And everything I hear out of his mouth, I don't hear anything about a new health plan. I don't hear anything about what's going to happen to Social Security to help the elderly people that are on Social Security, like myself. I don't hear any of that. I hear I'm going to prosecute all those people that prosecuted me. Uh, if they don't elect me, there's going to be a war. That's what I hear. I don't hear any sincere programs. And supposedly, that's going to be left up to other people while he walks around and yells and screams and creates chaos, so that you don't really pay much attention to what these other people are saying and that the Republicans are planning to do. Now, that's a problem for me. I don't understand that. I don't understand why the uh, Republican Party is so anti Democrat, more or less pro fascist or something like that. I don't know what do you call these people. Pro totalitarians. I understand that. That doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't, because the little people are the ones that suffer in these things. You think the oil rich people are going to suffer? That's not going to happen. The only time the rich ever suffered was in the French Revolution, and that was only for a year or two until they managed to hide. They managed to convince people that they were going to do this or do that. It doesn't work. I don't understand. I guess I don't understand politics that well. I thought I did, but apparently I don't. I don't understand. I thought I had spent years studying people, formally and informally, and and thought I had a pretty good grasp on some things, and I don't. You know, uh, it's these people are just, in my opinion, they're just stupid. You know, and the big enemy of democracy right now is complacency. You know, does it need improving? Of course it can. Everything needs improvement. Nothing stays the same forever. Does the Constitution need improvement? It needs some clarification. That's what the Supreme Court's supposed to do, by the way. And it's not really clarifying anything. It's muddling it. Uh, they're probably going to grant that monster complete immunity, and and the only way you're going to stop him is somebody puts a bullet in his head, or he gets sick and dies, or he has a heart attack or whatever. I see a lot of trouble coming up. I see a very unstable American government, uh, and I think the powers that be, the Russians, the Chinese, and the North Koreans, and ISIS, and all these other groups around the country, they all see the same thing. Hey, pardon me a minute. Lucy just came by to say hello. You can't see her. If I move the camera, it'll shut off, so I can't do that. But she's just sitting down here, getting ready to lay down on her bed, I think, and relaxing here with me. What, honey? What's going on? Huh? Let's see if we can do this. I don't know. We're gonna try. So if I lose this bit, this will be the end of the video, or you'll get to see my lovely little dog down here. Where are you, Lucy? Lucy, come here. Come here. Here she is. Here she is. Here she is. Yeah, that's Lucy. That's her bed behind her. Okay, girl, you can go now. All right. Well, apparently that worked all right. You can't move that camera around real fast or anything because it shuts itself down. Okay, we're all right. So, what was I saying? I probably forgot. Anyhow, I honestly, that you know what, that's the thing, that I've always said about the Republicans when they used to complain about Obamacare and they were going to change it, and I said, okay, I don't know whether it's perfect, but let's see what you guys come up with, and they don't come up with anything, or they can't get it through their own party because the biggest thing about Obamacare is that a black person did it, and that's really the truth. That the Republicans against Obamacare is a racial issue. Okay, and they don't care who they hurt when they get rid of that plan. And Trump was in Las Vegas. This is who they hurt thing. Trump was in Vegas and he made a comment. I don't care about you. All I want is your vote. And the guy that did it didn't stop the video in time, and the video keeps going, and you hear Trump saying, "Now they're going to blow that up. That Trump said such a mean thing." Well, he's stupid because he said it in the first place, but that it's not what that was taken a little bit out of context. But his real personality is that he doesn't care about the little guy. I've watched him evict people. I've watched him stop people's rights. That anytime he gets a chance, he does not like the common human being. He doesn't like the working class. He only likes the rich elite people because they're the only ones that can help him. The common person can't do anything. All a common person does is get him elected, and then that's when he forgets about them. Right? Which most presidents, most politicians have a tendency to do that. I think another prime example is Marjorie Taylor Greene. What is she doing for her constituency? Besides disrupting everything. Now you're going on 5 years now since the election. Say 4 years if you want to be technical about it. And everybody's still swearing on the Republican side that the election was fixed. There's no evidence of it. 4 years of hundreds of investigations into that, all of them coming up. There was no corruption. There was no fix. Trump lost. Okay? Trump can't handle that. You know, he lost the popular vote in 2016, and he couldn't handle that either. You know, when he isn't the most popular person in the room, and I think he got that from his television show, because that was apparently fairly popular. I thought it was kind of dumb at times, you know. I always wanted to see somebody, when he said you're fired, turn around and smack him in the head with something, but you know that didn't happen. But Donald is a lucky man. He's been able to survive all these various purges and whatnot, and he's still stands up there as the candidate, and I don't understand why. He's not even close to the richest man in the United States. He has no power, but the people behind him do, apparently, you know. I got a letter or a posting on Facebook about they had proven collusion between this oil company and the price fixing. A couple oil companies going out and fixing the price of gasoline and oil, gas, oil, the whole thing. Yeah, well, that's not new. Okay, heck, that's been going on for years. The problem, people are afraid of oil companies because they do get vicious. They will retaliate. They will hurt you. They will do whatever it takes to maintain their superiority, you know. But it's like every other major company in the world. You give them a break, and or it's like, okay, here's a prime example of it. The price of a barrel of oil goes up $1. Okay, now I don't know how many gallons of oil is in a it's 50. Say it's a 50-gallon drum, so it goes the whole 50 gallons goes up $1. Now it takes anywhere from a month to 2 months for that oil to get out of the ground, because the oil that's already up there is sold, has been sold or something. You know, you shouldn't raise the price of that oil, the gasoline. But the next morning, the price of gasoline goes up, and that's when you look and you see that Shell Oil just made $28 million. That's how they did it. They're selling oil that's a nickel or whatever the price raise was, cheaper. Okay, they're charging you the higher price, the price that it's a legitimate price, but not for the oil that they're selling you. That oil that the price was raised on is still in the ground. It takes anywhere from 3 weeks to 2 months to get it out of the ground and to the gas station. But yet they start right away charging you. That's how oil companies make money. You know, that's where their big money comes in. That's where you see the huge profits that they talk about all the time, you know. But yet nobody wants to go up against them. And Trump has made deals with the oil companies now before he even gets into office. Now, I don't know how he's going to handle it if he isn't elected, but, you know, you work for an oil company and you get subtle hints, you know, that Democrats aren't good for business. They're telling you don't vote for a Democrat. Even if he's a good guy, even if his policies are better than the Republicans' policies, don't vote for him. I guess I rambled enough for a Monday right now. Anyhow, I don't think anything's going to happen. Trump's got some sort of pre-sentencing meeting today, I think, and we'll see what happens there. I doubt if there'll be anything spectacular coming out of that. All right, so listen, everybody, have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.